I have been waiting for you. Good morning. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessings. Today is Thursday, December 12th, 2024, 12/12/24. Good morning, Stacy. How are you feeling this morning? It is a beautiful morning, cloudy. I told you the weather report. I give Stacy a Toronto weather report. Good morning, Nancy. How is the weather in Wisconsin and how are you feeling? It is minus 6 in Toronto, feeling like minus 16, and it's all in Celsius, so it's not extremely cold, but it's cold. So how are you guys feeling this morning? It is a wonderful morning. The date is funny though. We won't have it again. 12/12/24. 12 is the magic word. Good morning, Ryan. How are you feeling this morning? Watch the day. Lots of 12s in there, and 12 is a magic. 12 months in the year, 12 day, 2024. So today is cold, and it feels colder than it's cold. So it's not a fun day, but it's a happy day to be alive. And here come happy me, somebody. Hey. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessings. If it is your first time and you just happen to push the button, oh, have a great day. So here we are. Ryan, how have you been? Oh, Stacy is reaching out to Ryan. So guys, let us get the show on the road. It is that time. It's 8 o'clock. I have a little ginger tea this morning. And it is the abundant mindset. And of course, some of us are very good, excuse me, at living in the mindset of lack and not enough. And that is very scary. And sometimes we see it in others around us, and sometimes they're very close to us. And we can't draw them into the mindset of abundance. And it's in everything though. When we hear of abundance, like when you hear of prosperity, when I talk about the 5 pillars, everybody think it has to do with wealth and money, and that's it. So when you talk about abundance, everybody believes it's about your health, or your wealth and your money and what you accumulate and all of that. That's true, both as prosperity, those two are the same. They mean the same that way. I'm feeling super, but it's very chilly. Yes, it is chilly today. It's winter, right? So what I'm asking you guys to think of, especially when you are with someone and or around them or in a conversation, especially, good morning, Colleen, how are you feeling this morning? Especially as we're entering that season where we will be sitting with family and friends, and they will come around, and sometimes they will say it's a mindset of lack. We always are not able to see the abundance that awaits us. And abundance, as I'm saying, I need you to think about it deeply. Do not only see it from the point of wealth and all those things. Do not do that, because it is, keep the positive vibe, because that's you look stunning. Thank you, Stacy. Because what happens is that if you see abundance only for wealth and money, you will miss the true abundance. Abundance of love, where somebody loves you in spite of you, where you love in spite of the behavior of others, that is abundance. But if you can take that same abundance and you can mess it up and make it become a lack, because you're not seeing that you have that. You're only concentrating on a mindset of, I do not have all of this. I only have a few of that. And when you have that mindset, it is terrible for you. So one of the things we have to do for sure today is this. Hold on to the mindset of abundance, even in trials. This has been our theme. And that's why I always ask you, how are you feeling today? Instead of how are you doing? What you are doing pales in comparison to what you're feeling. It's our feeling that propels us to get to where we desire to go with all guns blazing. I sent a note to my sister this morning. And in the note, she has some things to do. And she is determined. And it was funny. I wasn't going to send her a note, and I don't even know what inspired me, but the feeling came over me to send her that note. My sister is a clean freak. Like when I say clean freak, I mean tidy, clean, everything, herself, her body, her this, her that. She's constantly like that. And I think it flows amongst the daughters. So anyway, she has taken something to do that I asked her to do. And then what I noticed is when I started writing that note to her about staying on point, stick to itness, being this, she sent me a note back and she said, thank you. Those words remind me, hi Rosalind, good morning, of when I was in New York and I was going to NYU and I had to study, and you would be pushing me. You'd stay up till 11 o'clock at night pushing me to continue and to hold on. You would stay on the phone while I walk from the subway at 12:30 coming home from NYU. So she said, those words remind me of that. And I said, you can do it. I said, we are expecting somebody whose life is full of clutter to do something. And if they cannot remove the clutter in their life, how can they take action on something to do? And that is important because she is a clean freak, because she is the kind of person she is, there is very little clutter in her life. So she has the mindset that I can get this done. That is an abundant mindset. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. How are you feeling today? So when you look at yourself and you are seeing what you do not have all the time, it is a mindset of lack. And when you're taking action to move one thing from another and slowly take those small action steps to get things done, it's a feeling that I can do it. You have an abundance mindset. So when you hear abundance, oh, internet is cutting in and out again. Internet is having an issue. It's bright and nice here. I don't know, Colin. I have to get my own internet soon. It's not nice. So when you find yourself in that position where you are finding you're not moving, and you have all this clutter around you. Look at what you have too much of, too many things. Too much here, too many there, check it out. Hi Ezra, good morning cousin. How are you feeling this morning? Because when you move these terrible things from your life, good morning Arita, how are you feeling this morning? You will notice abundance in energy, abundance in care, abundance in space, lightness. Suddenly the sun will shine where it couldn't shine before. And that is the abundant mindset. It's not only possession, money, wealth. It's not that only. Just like prosperity. Think of it from the point of the 5 pillars. Emotional prosperity, mental, spiritual, physical. Of course, financial is prosperous. We understand it well. I'm talking to somebody yesterday, and I'm saying the gratitude thing. Be more grateful. And he said, from the time I harnessed that thing you taught me about gratitude 4 or 5 weeks ago, my life has changed. But I have something I want to ask you about. And that is, why do I get so angry if somebody cuts me off? Or they look like they were going to attempt to cause an accident and hit my car. And I said, well, you are allowing what is happening outside of you to affect that anger. Anger is one of the worst emotions we have. And I said to him, he didn't hit you. He cut you off, but you didn't get in an accident, so you're okay. So why are you allowing that person's behavior to put something in you that changes your whole being? You're blocking your abundance. You're blocking the brightness to see the day and to seize the moment. What is Carpe Diem? Seize the day. We have the ability to seize the day. Carpe Diem. Invictus tells us the same thing. Master of our faith, we are in charge of that. So our abundance is right there. And we are allowing outside things to block it from coming to us. But sometimes we are blocking it ourselves by how we react. These emotions, that's why it is one of the strongest of all the pillars of prosperity. We allow our emotions to dictate. You heard it. It didn't hit you. It did not, it didn't hurt you. You heard the negative comment and you're going to act negatively. I didn't know that I had a look. That when somebody says something to me, I look at them. And in the early days of my life, when I would work from the government and run to the post office and work 4 to 10 or 4 to 11, whatever, and then they gave us a cab and go home, I was on the line with a lady, and she said to me, you know what? All your emotions are in your eye. If somebody wants to know what they're feeling, they just need to look at your eye. And I didn't know what she meant by that. And at lunch that evening, that break, I said, why did you say that? She said, this guy said something to you, and it was rude. You did not answer him, but you went from his toe, and then you stopped, and you just look at it. You shook your head, you look at his eye, and you went back down. And she said, I looked at him, and he shrunk. So I didn't even know that I would have done something like that, but I did. And she mentioned, so she said, your emotions is in your eye. You have to watch that, because when you look at somebody, they can see where you're going with them. Hello, Georgie, how are you feeling today? So our mindset, I didn't allow, and I was so young at that time, that man to change me. I just deflated him because I stopped where no man should allow a woman to stop and shake her head. And then I went to his face and aware, let him know I saw you, I heard you, and I just deflated you. So you can do that and move on, but you are not supposed to retort. It's not every day your mother dies that you cry. It's not the same day you cry. You cry years later, you cry forever. So you have to realize to pull back. So when they're coming at you and they're stopping you from seeing abundance, you have somebody in your life, and every time you talk about prosperous things and abundance, they take you to the village of lack. And they remind you of all these people that never made it. But amongst them, one made it. And just tell me about that one. They won't. But as I said, we allow, this man yesterday allowed the person who cut him off to bring anger towards him. He knew. I never thought this person that I met 6 weeks ago and helping with gratitude would realize, hey, I need to fix that. But that is because I allow him to see where gratitude lies. It's not only in what you receive. I took him to what you're able to do and your job. Hello, Ellen, how are you feeling today? So the abundance that you have in your life is not only money and wealth and opportunities. Although if you have an attitude, a mindset of lack, you are going to block the flow of the abundant opportunities that are coming towards you. Because you stop and you're only seeing what is horrible in the world. If all you see is the devastation to come and the horrible things that's going to happen, then welcome. That's what you will get. Good morning, sister. How are you feeling this morning? The abundant mindset, a river of abundance flows through us. When we hold it back or we keep it inside of us, the river cannot run and the new opportunities are slow to appear. So, what I'm saying, opportunities appear? Yes, opportunities appear. But if you have an attitude of lack and you have blocked it, you will not see it. It will not appear for you because you have decided it's too small. What is in this for me? Have you heard that? They look at the little, oh, that is, okay, right? But a dot of a pen is the size of a lettuce seed. Remember that. Because when you drop that one single lettuce seed in that hole and you nurture it, you take 10 matchsticks and you put around it, I promise you a lettuce will big enough to eat and share will show up. So if you look at the small opportunities and you turn it down, for example, my job is to speak, to be a motivational teacher, not a speaker, to teach you, motivate you through teaching you. So when the library calls and they tell me they have 3 people, I surprised the woman. She said to me, we only have 3, we were hoping for 10, will you still come? I said, yes, I'm coming because I promised you I'd come. Even if nobody was there, I'm going to show up. There was a big pause and then she said, okay. And when I came, there were 2 people and she was the 3rd one. And she said, I really wanted to hear you. And I did the seminar. I sat down. It was like a little tea time. There was no tea, but it was like that. And then the next thing I knew, a bigger library called and said, this lady said to come, and how much do you charge? So that, had I turned her down, because 2, 3 people, I wouldn't have had that opportunity to speak in a bigger room. Good morning, Amma. How are you feeling this morning? So when we have a mindset of lack, it is our job to realize it. And one thing that makes a difference is the words that we use. You have something to do, and you say, I must do it. I must do it. And you notice the more you put must into it is the less time you spend doing it. What about if you said, I should do this. I should do this. Eventually, you will find yourself doing it because you do not have that must in you. The emotion is not harsh. It's that I should do it. I don't have to do it, but I should do it. And in some cases, emotionally, for our mindsets, we do not react very well to when somebody says to us, you must do this. You tell that to me, you're just telling me not to do it. I already know who I am that way. And some of us are not clear on that. So when you notice you have something that you know you should do, stop saying you must do it. When the opportunity comes to do something about it, step into it. That tiny opportunity of speaking to 3 people got me to be recognized by the entire library system of Toronto, and they're always asking for me to speak with their people. But had I said to that woman that day, oh, it's only 3 people, I don't think I'll make the effort. Listen to me, it was an hour's drive to get there. But I knew, I promised myself, that's what I'm going to be. And that's what I'm going to do. So I do the work to get there. That is taking the opportunity and not blocking from inside. My attitude, if I said no, would have been blocking from my inside. I'm choosing not to go. So I am blocking the flow of what is supposed to be because it was small. And that's why you have those boxes. And many of us think the bigger the box, the better it is. But it's not so. We know small things, big things comes in small sizes or something like that. You guys know it better than me. So that tiny opportunity that appeared in front of you that you kicked to the curb, go pick it up. That is the key. Good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling this morning? I've been waiting for you. Here you are. And that river of abundance that flows through us, when we hold it back or we keep it inside of us, the river cannot run and new opportunities are slow to appear because we can't see. We are not looking for the opportunities. We are looking for big things that hide the small things. Remember, Cinderella was under the tub in our story from the Caribbean. She was under the bath, the wash tub. And the sisters were sitting, and the frog said, the prettiest one is under the tub. They hid her. So why are you hiding your best inside of you? Because, the thing of lack makes you say, I'm not going to help that person. They will get better than me. If their destiny is to get better than you, they're going to get better than you. And if you believe that, then you just give it to them. So you have something to share it. Do not go halfway. You have a recipe for something and you're giving me everything but no salt, and it really needs the salt to bring out the other flavors, because salt adds and salt subtracts. So why aren't you giving me all of it? What keeping half and giving me just half is blocking your flow, not my flow. Because you believe you do not have enough to share. The mindset of abundance is to let it go. Let the river flow. In other words, you can become Stacy's favorite pet, a beaver. You are becoming your own beaver when you're holding back by your thoughts. But when you allow people who live with you, who love you, who care for you, and all of that, and tell you this is too much, then it's something you're doing that is hurting yourself, because you're allowing what the words of people outside of you will do to you, will decide your life. Like when the man said that thing all those years ago, I can't repeat what he said, but when I drew his attention to where he was very little, he never ever behaved that way again. Not to any of the others. As a matter of fact, he asked for them to move him from that area. We were only working part-time, the bunch of us. So we have to realize that other people's opinion should not keep us from being our best and striving for abundance, whether it's mental abundance, physical, emotional, spiritual, anything, financial abundance. Abundance of love, you have it. And you are pointing out the one that does not love you. Why? Or the person that does not like you. Look at how many do. Concentrate on the positive. How did they say it? Accentuate the positive, something like that. So do that. Because the more you put into a mindset of abundance, I have all I need to live a fulfilled life. When you look at your money, you look at your bank account and you're in overdraft, but you have overdraft. They gave you the ability to have overdraft. Be grateful you have this overdraft. See overdraft as yours, because although you have to pay it back, it has allowed you to pay a living expense. Without this overdraft, you would not have been able to pay. See yourself always in abundance. You look at your bank account. I told you guys the story of the young lady that worked at the bank with me. And she came to me because this person she knew from the bank, and a customer, and she had $24,000 saved. She needed my initial for something to do with the report. And she said to me, you know what, Tessa-Marie, one of these days, I am going to have that type of money in my account too. She's, you know, we're the same age. And I go, yeah. Okay. And I said, good for you. That's the way to think. And I asked her, what are you doing about it? She said, well, I am saving. I did the employee saving plan. And she had a plan. She did not say, I envy this girl. We are the same age and she has $24,000 in her bank account and I don't have it. She didn't say that. She saw her opportunity to rise to meet that situation. And she had a little plan. She did not say, I will never have $5,000. She will $24,000. She did not say that. She said, no, one day I'll have that. And I'm telling you, she has more than that. She has that. She went from, she's still, I think she's maybe in her late 50s now. She got her condo. She got a townhouse. She's living in it because she planned it. She saw abundance from somebody else. She didn't envy her. She wasn't jealous of. She didn't use these words. She's the same age as me, Tessa-Marie. So one day I'm going to have that. And she did. So instead of looking at those that you purport to be wealthier than you and you crush them, look at them, see them wealthier than you, and say, the boat that comes for my brother will also come for me. This is a Chinese proverb. Take it and dissect it. What do you think it means? The boat that comes for my brother will also come for me. I don't care what color of the rainbow and how well you look and white as snow and pretty as this and black as the moon or black as darkness. We're all brothers and sisters. So when you have your wealth and I look at your beauty and your abundance, your children love, your this, your that, I can only say that the boat that comes for her or him will also come for me. That is a mindset of, I can do it. I will get my chance. I'm going to do something. And then you will notice the opportunities for me, for the boat to come and pick me up, is going to appear. And not only that it appears, that I am aware that it has appeared. So there is a lot to abundance mindset. Walking around saying, I'm going to have an abundance mindset. C'est pas bon. Not good enough. That's not good. You want an abundant mindset? Do something about it. Change that mind of yours. When you look at that person, and because they're sitting on the grate, you think that you're better than them, and you take your index finger after you put your quarter in your cup and tell them don't use it for drug or alcohol. Then take your quarter back, because you are poor and you have lack and you're pointing and you're judging and you're doing all those things. You don't know the person. Stop judging the person. A friend of mine took all her time from the United States. I haven't seen or heard from her for a while, to inform me what is his name, President Trump, to be said about Canada. And I thought, oh, okay. I said, so why are you telling me this? Well, that's what he said he can do. I said, maybe you should do a little history. They tried that once before. So it's called the Plains of Abraham. And they got beaten and they went back home. So you think that can be done today? Really? So, you see, the worst she could find to tell me, like it was funny. It's not funny at all. Because we manufacture more than them. The oil they get comes from the Tassans. So I had to educate her because she thought it was funny to play a game like this. And I go, ha ha ha. No, it's not a ha ha ha. Because you won't drive your car. Think about it. Because you haven't started drilling really well yet. So we have to watch what we do when we are tempting. I am the wrong person, the absolute wrong person for anybody to talk about those type of things, because I educate myself. I want to know. And I also told that to my children. Get to know what is shaking the world you live in. Get to know. But she didn't know, and she thought she would just shame me because he said that. But in Dominica, we have a saying, he's not God. And it looks like he might be a policeman. In Dominica, they will say, well, you can be God or a policeman. You can't be either. Well, we know he's not God. And he does not know the destiny, but she is fooling around with that. And then I hung out, I have to go, you're too silly. So we have to realize all sorts of words have meaning. And when you hear something and you tell this person, you cannot do that because this person said, stay away from that. Let the universe unfold as it should. One thing I know for sure, when somebody tells you you cannot have it, or you're going to be terrible, it's going to be worse for you, you're going to have a hard time in life, they're just dictating theirs. It doesn't matter. You might not see it today. You might not even live to see it. But again, the ants will come to your grave and bring you the news. That's what they believe. So we have to remember, people that are close to us can keep us from getting where we want to go by what they say. And then we ourselves can keep ourselves by getting what we should do and what we should do by what we absorb from others, or what we take and what we heard as a child. And we are an adult, and we have to realize that, yes, horrible, terrible, everything in the past maybe was, but you're an adult now, and the choice is yours. And you can change the present by changing your mind. This is an abundant world. Even in the Great Depression, people still succeeded. People rose from that and became majestic. Maybe we don't all know the history of that, but it's not there now, is it? It did not stay forever to be the Great Recession. Something happened. So no matter what you're going through, if you set your mind on an opportunity of a mindset of abundance, and you take a step and you open the tiny packages that drops in your lap, you will find your key to success, and you will have an abundant life. Not only financial abundance, mental abundance, being inquisitive and curious, and opening the packages, dissect them, see what's in there. That is mental. Emotion, choosing, is my action in this moment going to take me closer or further away from where I desire to be? Spiritual. Are they better than me? Or am I better than them? Do I have a right to judge? Do I have a right to gossip, to form opinions? Or should I walk away and let them be themselves? Financially, are they, because they're wealthier, you hate them? And you say it aloud. People who have money are bad, they're wicked. And guess what? The energy of the world takes it and flies with it, and it is like Sammy Blue Jay. Quack, quack, quack. So-and-so does not like rich people. Don't give them wealth. Why would the universe give you what you don't want? And when you're wondering why you're stuck and you're working like the man in the moon and wondering why, what's your words? Our mindset affects our life. And when I tell you guys, embrace the 5 pillars of prosperity so that you can live a fulfilled life, it's not a joke. Emotionally, meditate, relax, think in the morning, plan in the morning, emotion, getting it back on track, not letting your emotion get carried away. Then the thing, you're stepping out of your house, you say, oh, good morning, guardian angel, let's go have a wonderful day. I am happy and grateful everybody I meet is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. If you say that, hey, Terry, how are you feeling today? That is the kind of person you will meet. And that is every conversation I have, you say, I am happy and grateful. Every conversation I have is going to be stimulating, amazing, and beautiful. Think. Because like they said in Lord of the Rings, you never know what you're going to step into when you open your door in the morning. Prepare yourself. You pray. Where is your God? Is he coming with you? The universe, is he really at your back? Don't just jump into the world like that. Plan it. Because there is abundance in emotions, in love, in everything, financial, everything you could think of. But you have to plan. So do not block it. I said I'll read what I wrote to you again. The abundant mindset. A river of abundance flows through us. When we hold it back or we keep it inside of us, the river cannot run. And new opportunities are so slow to appear. You became or allow somebody to be your beaver upstream in your river. So just tiny tricklings are coming. So have a great day. And some of you I will see today at 12 o'clock. Thank you, Terry. I'll send a note to Terry. See you guys at 11. Is it 11? 11:59. I'm going on to do YouTube today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an absolutely amazing and wonderful day. And I know it's cold everywhere, so bundle up, enjoy the day, see beauty, and remember it's cold. And because it's cold, it should refresh you. Have a great day. And we need some coal because the heat is drying the skin up. So get out there and enjoy the day. I love you. Talk to you guys later. Let me see who is still hanging. Kimberly, I didn't see you coming in, Kimberly. How are you feeling today? Juliana, Stacy, Ezra, Yuko, Georgie, Lisa, Riri from Hong Kong. Hi, Riri. Arita, Terry, Dawn, Ryan, and Loretta. Thank you, wonderful, amazing, beautiful people, and thank you for coming. I will see you guys on the other side of time. Have a great and wonderful day. Thank you.